Look who is back after one full month. Although I've been posting on YouTube Shorts, but I've not been able to put out long form content because I was working on changing my phone. I'm so grateful that my husband changed my phone. So now we have a lot of space to film. So you guys should just brace yourself and watch out for all the content that I'm going to be dropping. So in today's video, we are going to be talking about length retention. I know that this is one of the biggest problems we have in the natural hair community. Growing your hair is not a problem. As a matter of fact, your hair is always growing. Your hair will always grow. It's just very bizarre to me when someone says, my hair is not growing, because girl, your hair is always growing. Imagine someone coming up to you and saying, oh, my nails are not growing. My nails stopped growing. When you know fully well that your body has been programmed to do these things. So it's not possible for them to stop growing unless maybe you have scalp conditions like alopecia, then I will understand, and other health conditions that are going to hinder the growth of your hair. But if you don't have any of those health conditions, then your hair never stops growing. It never stops. It's just like how you keep nails, right? For people that love to keep their nails, for me, I just like to cut them off. You love to keep nails, and then every time you keep it to a certain length, it just keeps breaking off, or it's just something happens that makes it to cut off, and then you have to go back and start from the scratch. It's the same thing for your hair. Imagine you're growing your hair, and every time it gets to a certain length, it just gets stuck, or you're not able to grow it beyond your shoulder level. So that is a problem of length retention. So we are going to be addressing that. Now, there are several factors that hinder your ability to retain length. Like I said, your hair is always growing. The only problem is the same rate at which your hair grows is the same rate at which your hair is breaking off. And I'm saying breakage because breakage is the biggest enemy of length retention. It is because of breakage that you are not able to retain the length of your hair. It is because of breakage that your hair is stuck at this level and is not going beyond that. Here are factors that hinder your hair's ability to be able to retain length. You guys, I really need to change this mic because I don't like, there's that sound that it gives off whenever I use it. So I think I'm just going to invest in a better microphone because I want you guys to get the best quality. So pray for me to get money so that I can replace this. So the first factor you want to keep at the back of your mind if you want to retain length is trimming of hair. I know that it's important to trim off the split ends. Of course, is very important. But there are a lot of natural hair influencers out there that say, oh, trim your hair every 2 weeks, every 1 month, every 2 AK market day. But here's my rule. I don't trim my hair every 3 months or every 6 months. I only trim my hair when it's necessary. The gag is when you're trimming your hair unnecessarily, you're only cutting off your growth. Do you understand? So imagine you have hair that barely even grows and then you're out there trimming every month because you're cutting off split ends when clearly there are no split ends in sight. So please, if you're a trimming hair warrior, keep this at the back of your mind. In order for you to be able to retain length, you have to watch how you trim your hair. Only do it when it's necessary. Only do it when you see those split ends, okay? Of course, you need to trim your hair. The thing is, when you have split ends and you don't trim them off, it's going to travel up your hair shaft. Split ends that are down here, you now come and start seeing them up here. That's why you are advised to trim off your hair. And I keep saying this, trimming off your hair does not make your hair to grow. It prevents your hair from further damage, which backs up what I just said. I said, when you don't trim off your split end, it's going to travel up your hair and then cause more damage for your hair. Do you understand? That is why I always tell you, trimming split end does not help your hair to grow, but it prevents it from further damage. So anybody that tells you that trimming your hair makes it to grow, please tell the person that the person is lying, because I don't know how trimming your hair has anything to do with hair growth from your scalp. It just doesn't make sense. Okay? So make sure you're not trimming your hair unnecessarily so that you don't end up cutting your hair over and over again and preventing yourself from retaining length. So do protective styles. Yes, I know you have heard this over and over again. Let me rephrase this. Do hair manipulation protective styles. That is the correct thing, okay? Because there are styles that we see as protective styles, but they are not no manipulation. They put a lot of tension on your scalp, on your edges. And when you do styles that are not low manipulation, they are going to cause a lot of breakage for you because of the tension that they put on your scalp and also your edges. So it's really important. This hair I'm carrying right now is crochet actually. I braided all back and then I installed this myself. So there are lots of low manipulation hairstyles that you can do. You can do mini twists and even add extensions like kinky extensions and all that. But if you must also do, those hairstyles that you know fully well that is going to cause a lot of tension for your scalp and also your edges. Make sure you don't stay with them for too long. Do you understand? And also make sure you're not doing it frequently. Of course, we want to try something new from time to time. If you're someone that really cares about the health of your hair and also about retaining length, then I advise you to do low manipulation hairstyles, but you can also try out other hairstyles once in a while. Don't just do it to the extent that it starts to affect the health of your hair, okay? Number three is dryness. Now, let me tell you, dryness leads to breakage, and when breakage happens or when there is breakage, then you will not be able to retain length. You see the flow of everything. You see how everything flows together. So one problem can lead to another, and the other problem can lead to the next problem. Do you understand? So in order for you to be able to retain length, you need to look at these other issues that are there. You need to avoid them so that you are able to retain length. Now, when we talk about avoiding dryness, it could come in different ways. Number one is to moisturize your hair. Very, very important. Usually for me, let me be frank with you guys. When I make my hair like now that I've made my hair like this, there's no way I can moisturize my hair. In situations like this, I don't bother. I just leave my hair alone. But if I have like, let's say, mini twist or mini braids hair, I'm going to moisturize my hair. But if I don't have that, then I will not bother. So if you're like maybe on cornrows or just any hairstyle that you think is impossible for you to moisturize, please just focus on your scalp health. Maybe you just apply a little oil on your scalp 2 times every week. Do you understand? So don't bother about moisturizing. But if you're wearing your hair out, please and please make sure you moisturize your hair from time to time to avoid dryness, because dryness can lead to breakage, and breakage can hinder your hair's ability to retain length. Not deep conditioning. Now, deep conditioning is a hydrating treatment. It's crucial to do this on your wash days. So deep conditioning is a hydrating treatment that helps your hair to, retain moisture. Let me reiterate. It is crucial to do this on your wash days. So please do not skip deep conditioning on your wash days. It's really, really important, especially if you want to avoid dryness. Remember, whatever I'm talking about at this point is just the what? I think this is the third point. Yes, this is the third point. Now we're discussing ways to avoid dryness, and I've mentioned moisturizing, and now we're talking about deep conditioning. The third point, when it comes to avoiding dryness, is to avoid excessive use of heat. Of course, we're going to use heat on our hair. I blow dry my hair every wash day. Before, I used to allow my hair to air dry, but I stopped doing that. And besides, it's not very healthy for your hair. And so I started blow drying my hair. So these days, I blow dry my hair every wash day. But that is the only time. Using heat tools. It can be blow dryers, it can be coiling irons, it can be flat irons. The advice here is to avoid using excessive use of heat. Emphasis on excessive. I am not saying you shouldn't use heat on your hair. Of course, you need to do it. I just told you guys I use blow dryers all the time. But I'm saying you have to be careful, because when you use these tools too much on your hair, it's going to cause your hair to dry, and it's also going to lead to split ends. And remember, when you have those split ends, you have to cut them off. So avoid excessive use of heat tools. That way you are able to prevent dryness, and also you are able to prevent split ends. And once that is done, you are able to retain more length for your hair. So keep that at the back of your mind. Number 4 is leave your hair alone. What I mean by this is those of you that like to over manipulate your hair. Over manipulation can come in form of always styling your hair or always combing your hair. Like, there's some of you that comb your hair almost every day of your life. Yes. And then there's some of you that want to do new styles every day of your life. Like, if I have my natural hair out, yeah, I style my hair and I rock it for that whole week. And I'll be frank with you, sometimes I don't even moisturize. I moisturize like once within that week, and that is it. It's till that hairstyle is begging me to take it down. That's when I will take it down, moisturize, and then restyle it again. Do you understand? Because let's be frank here, lots of times we're busy with life, and we just have other things that requires our time. So I can't be moisturizing my hair like all day long. So that is what I do. When I style my hair, I stay with it for like a week. But before styling, I moisturize. And then when I take down that style, I go ahead and moisturize it again. So those of you that like to style your hair every time, like to overcomb your hair, it's not healthy for your hair. You're only causing your hair to break off more, and you're over manipulating it. Natural hair does not like over manipulation, honestly. It likes to be left alone. So leave your hair alone. Is it number 5 now? Okay, number 5. Now, try as much as possible to use these hair bands. Please do not use those rubber rings. Those elastic ones. that once it snap back and hit your hand, it will be very, very painful. Those things can cause a lot of breakage. Like your hair is going to get tangled inside. Do you understand? So get this. Oh my god, my LED light just went off. Like I was saying, get this, please. Do not use those rubber rings. I think that's what they are called. Try as much as possible not to use that. I have these ones have even lost their elasticity a little bit. I have them. I always buy them and keep. I can't remember the last time I even used those rubber rings on my hair. So try as much as possible because those things cause a lot of breakage. Get yourself this and get yourself some scrunchies because they are really great. Okay. Lastly, focus on your ends. Now, your ends are the oldest and the most fragile parts of your hair, which is why I always advise that when you're moisturizing, you should focus on your ends. And also, when I style my hair, that is when I style just my natural hair, I never leave my ends out because I know that they are prone to breakage. Do you understand? So, whenever you style your hair, whenever you style your natural hair, please tuck your ends away. And when you're moisturizing your hair, make sure that you moisturize your ends because they are really, really fragile. And remember, like I said, they are the oldest parts of your hair and they are more prone to breakage than any other parts of your hair. Lastly, please and please be gentle. Natural hair likes it when you're gentle with it, okay? It likes it when you're patient. It likes it when you take your time, be it detangling. Like, okay, now, if you want to detangle your hair, do it in sections. Take your time to do it properly. Don't be rushing and trying to comb the whole hair. Do you understand? Work in sections. That is another thing. Work in sections is really, really important. So you have to be patient with your hair. You have to be gentle with your hair. Do not rush it. Take your time. Show it love. And make sure you love your hair. Because trust me, if you don't love something, you are not going to be able to take care of it. So love your hair. Only when you do that will you be able to properly give your hair the care that it deserves. Now that is the end of our video. We have come to the end. On this channel, we do everything surrounding natural hair, lifestyle, and makeup content. And if that sounds like what interests you, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, and also do not forget to check my other videos on my YouTube channel because I believe I have a lot of videos that are going to add value to you and are also going to help you on your natural hair journey, whether you are just starting or whether you have been into this for a while now. Thank you all for staying to the end of my video and I'll see you guys in the next, okay? Bye!